Bonjour. Today I'll be talking about traditional French games and its significance. Presented by Divashree, mentored by Professor Amitabh Kumar. Games that have been passed down over many years can tell us a lot about a culture. Through playing French games, you learn about how the French enjoy spending time, the ways in which they connect with friends and family, and what things they consider important enough to continue to share with each new generation. There are lots of great French games out there, and playing them with fellow learners or native friends is a really fun way to learn about the language and culture at the same time. We'll take a look at some of the best traditional games that have truly become an essential part of French culture. Pétanque. Pétanque is a very famous and popular outdoor French game that you'll see played in almost every French city, garden, and park at almost any time of day. This game comes from La Ciotat, a small town in Provence where it was invented in 1907. All you need to play is one small ball and eight larger balls, usually made out of metal. Escargot. Everyone associates escargot with the French, and perhaps rightly so, as their infatuation with snails goes far beyond eating the delicacy. Escargot is also a French variation of hopscotch that probably dates back to ancient times. Instead of drawing a traditional linear path with chalk, the French draw a snail. The snail is then divided into 15 to 20 squares, and players take turns hopping on one foot to the center while avoiding stepping on any lines or opponent squares. If you step on a square or line that you are not supposed to, then you lose a turn. If, however, you reach the center, you are able to claim a square of your own by putting your initials inside of it. As you can imagine, the more squares that are claimed, the more difficult it becomes to get to the center. The winner is the player with the most squares once of all of them have been claimed or it has become impossible to hop to the center. You cannot get more classic French than escargot, and it's certainly a great opportunity to practice your French numbers. Jeux de la Barbichette, Game of the Goatee. Jeux de la Barbichette is a very basic French game played quite often by French children and needing no materials whatsoever. The game is played simply by sitting across from your opponent, looking him or her in the eyes, and the weirdest part of all, grabbing one another's chin. Both the players sing a short song together, and by singing a French song, you get a learning bonus, as you'll have to memorize it before you can play the game. Once the song is finished, the person to laugh or smile loses the game, and I must warn you that, traditionally, the reward for the winner is to have the opportunity to slap their opponent. Children have played this game in schools and playgrounds all across France for many years, and there was even a national television tournament that took place in 2017 called La Barbichette Cup. Bilboquet, cup and ball. Many of us are familiar with toys consisting of a ball, cup, and string where you have to catch the ball in the cup by using one hand to swing it. Yet, perhaps you didn't know that this game is actually called Le Bilboquet and has been a traditional French game since the 1500s. While you may not get a lot of opportunities for French practice if you just play this game by yourself at home, you can always play it with or around friends. And if nothing else, it's an important cultural reference for you to learn about as a French student. Home ball. The home ball is a form of soccer where the ball never leaves the field. The playing area is in the form of a big cage surrounded by nets with two opposite sides, which has colored targets inside, allowing you to score points. In a game that lasts 5 minutes, both teams of 5 players must score in the yellow targets that are worth 1, 2, or 3 points. And one of the main values that allows the suspense in this game is that there is a red target in the center that brings the score back to 0 if the team scores in it. The main interest of this sport are the 4 yellow targets and the red target, which make this sport strategic, open, and dynamic. In contrast to most conventional ball sports, the home ball not only has one goal but five targets per side. A home ball player can score from almost anywhere since many different game positions and strategies are offered to him. It's up to the player to make quick and precise choices because this game is especially fast. Merci.